There was a possum on set last year.
This year, on Katie's.
This year, I tried to get in Katie's office.
Yeah, try to get in Katie's office.
Yeah, no, and it was on the, I think, the Telemoro house 2 years ago. Just like wanders on, big old possum. High class. High class. Nothing but the best for Sons of Anarchy.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Kelly Jones. I'm the costume designer of Sons of Anarchy.
And can you show us your working quarters?
Yes, they're super high class, so watch out. This is our fitting room. Yeah, it's been the same for 4 years, except for just more clothes. It's all the past seasons. You know, it is what it is. I don't know how to glamorize it, because it's not glamorous. But this gets the job done. You know, there's a fat mirror for people that I don't like, so it's bended out back, and then there's the real mirror that people actually look into. I mean, that's not really true. I didn't do it on purpose, but that is a fat mirror. So if someone pisses me off, I tell them to look in that one.
Mm-hmm. How did you get started in costuming?
I have always worked in fashion, doing one thing or another. Not growing up, like from the ages of like 18 to 22. And then I had my own jewelry line and clothing line locally. It was all made in Los Angeles. And then I just didn't really like doing wholesale anymore. And I was, some of my friends were in film and television, and I don't know, I kind of met some great people and decided that I wanted to design not just for individuals. I wanted to do it for the shows, because the people I were around were in shows. And so I just started doing short films, and then I did independent movies that were just low budget, and then reality shows that I didn't need to be in the union for, and it just kind of worked its way from there.
How did you get this gig at Sons of Anarchy?
I got this gig because I worked on The Shield. And I worked on The Shield second season, but I was a costumer. I was not the designer.
What's the difference?
And a costumer is somebody that works on set. And it's someone that really takes care of the actors on set after all of this process has been done about what they actually do, how they get their clothes, and what the designer decides, and the creators and the producers, directors decide goes on that actor. Then once they're on set, that set costumer, The Shield, there's a lot of, the jackets on and off, and here it's like the set costumers are like where it's continuity basically. It's like, when do the cuts go on, when do the cuts go off? So I did that on The Shield for the second season. And then I ended up designing a movie with Walton, that he was on The Shield, Walt Goggins, and I designed a movie with him and just kind of stayed around those guys for the next couple years. And then I designed TV series, a couple in Hawaii, then a couple back here, and then Kurt got this, and I got the call because I met Kurt. I didn't know him that well back then, but I met him on The Shield, so my agent got a call for Sons of Anarchy. So, bam. Here I am. Mm-hmm. So it's still kind of the Shield family. There's a lot of people on this show that worked on the Shield. So it's really cool, because I have to say, of all the shows I've ever done, and I've done between the Shield was the only one that I was a costumer. All the other ones I designed. Between the Shield and this one, this has got to be like the tightest group of family, and like just the coolest group of people. There's some where some people are cool, but this is just like across the board. I don't want to, offend anybody, because I've worked on some really great shows that were really like thick as thieves, but this is it's just a special thing that goes on here, so it's good.
How's the budget for what you need?
Well, the producers would like it to be less and less, but they write a lot of shit in the show, so it's fine. It's not a law show. I don't need $60,000 an episode like I would get on a law show, so I can do it. It's doable. The wife beaters aren't that expensive.
What's the percentage of stuff you have to make that's original, as opposed to going shopping and buying something that might work?
We had to make most of the boys' cuts, so all the leathers that are on the show, most of them have been custom made. Other than that, these guys are in Levi's. Some of the jeans, though, that they have used to wear and they like wearing, some of the styles don't exist anymore, so we had to custom make them to look like the ones they used to wear. I keep it really authentic. They don't change their clothes or styles very much, because these seasons pick up, except for this one, almost right where the last one left off. Katie stuff is the stuff that is, some of it's custom made. Her jackets are custom made, and some of her shirts, there's a lot of cut and pasting to where I see a sleeve of one shirt, and I like the front of another shirt, I like the lace back of another shirt, and I like whatever bells and whistles are on that one, and I put it all into one. So That's where it gets cool is the girls stuff. The guys, it's t-shirts and it's hoodies and it's baggy jeans and it's the plaids and the flannels and shit like that. So that's all purchased.
So Katie's is the most challenging to come up with a proper look.
Yeah. Yeah, because it needs to be sexy without being slutty. So, and she's the mama bear. So it definitely, it's challenging, but it's good. It's fun. It's really fun. So that's been the best part of the show.
Are you designing some of these things, or is it tweaking something that already exists?
Some of the things have been designing, like I designed the wedding dress that Lila wore at the beginning of the season. And that was fun because who doesn't want to do a porn star wedding dress? Oh my God. So that took a lot of hours in the tailor shop. She came in for about 4 or 5 fittings. And yeah, that was fun. That was fun. So yeah.
Who designed the cuts?
We go to a place called Seychelles. And it's just a place that we get the hides and then we go over. And, I'll look online, like Tom Bronson and I looked online for some, like just the styles and what styles we wanted. Because there's so many different styles of cuts online. So we would just, see what would look good for each character. And like if we wanted some to have collars and some didn't have collars and banded collars. So.
Did you have to do some homework on what the cuts should look like in existing clubs?
Yes, because I would have club members very mad at me. And I like to be friends with those boys. So yeah, I did. This whole show is research. Like we wing it a little bit, but it's research. Like we're pretty down to the nitty gritty of all the jewelry that they wear and everything like that. So.
What's the feedback you're getting from the clubs and writers?
So I only care about one club, and I get good feedback on almost everybody that I've talked to, but the one specific club that we really listen to from the beginning, they're totally happy with it. I mean, I take my notes from them, and I follow pretty specifically, so they're happy. So, all these fools out there that don't think that Jack should be riding around in white tennis shoes, they can whatever, because they ride around in white tennis shoes, and they're like gangs, so if they get them really dirty, they'll go out and get another pair of white tennis shoes. Like, these guys have a little bit of money, so I get a lot of people that, criticize that, but I don't really care, because they're not the people that I want to listen to, and they're not the people that anybody should be listening to, and they're not the designer, so whatever.
After this season wraps, what do you have coming up that you'll be working on?
There is another television show that I do called Franklin and Bash, and that one starts actually the day this one wraps. It's weird. It's like how that happened is just bizarre. So there's that one, and then there is a film that I have my fingers crossed on in New Orleans that is for 4 months. That's right around towards the end of the year to the beginning of the year. And I have a place in New Orleans, so.
You just bought a place there.
And I just bought a place there, so yeah. So that's what I have going on. A little bit of vacationing, but yeah, definitely the other show that I do, and then hopefully this movie.
And in your off hours, what do you do for fun?
I travel a lot. I do a lot of traveling. I don't ever shop, so that's the one thing I don't do because I live in the stores, so I never shop. I hate Christmas time, and I buy everything online. Other than that, I travel around the country, and I travel down to Argentina. I've been there several times the past couple of years. Just see the world. It's just kind of, I don't know. See the world. I mean, really. Like, this is my world right now, so you want to see more of it when I'm not working.
Is there something here on the rack that's particularly interesting you want to show off?
Not really. I mean, there's stuff that's like for Katie's fittings, but not really.
What are some of her things?
This is something I'm trying to get her in for the next episode. And it's a t-shirt, but she'll wear a shirt over it. And like she wears all really cool belts. Like she's got like cool belts and cool jewelry and just everything that's like funky and edgy. That's stuff we get online. Vests, like weird leather vests with some sort of tie-dye. Rocker, gothic, hippie is sort of her vibe. This that we did a lot of alteration to.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Wasn't that in season 2 or?
This has not been worn yet.
Oh no.
No.
Oh.
And those little Olsen twins made that, made most of it. We tweaked it a little bit, but yeah, they're pretty good. Elizabeth and James, they're good designers. So yeah, so that's really it. Other than that, there's nothing really interesting. That's all of her belts and shit.
Who has approval veto on the?
Kurt Sutter.
Yeah.
Kurt the man. Except for, honestly, Kurt's so trusting in me right now with the main characters. I don't ever show him pictures of Katie. I don't ever show him pictures of the boys. He trusts me. It's a 4th season, so it's like, he gets it. I get it. So all the guest stars, though, like Ray McKinnon, all the guest stars, like, he definitely wants to see everybody. And So I give him the photos, and he likes it or he doesn't. So most of the time he does, because I kind of know what direction he wants to go, and I've been working with him now for 4 years on this. So I know his style, and I know what he likes, and I know that he doesn't want anything that's too much or that's too distracting, because that's just not the story. That's not this show. So.
Are
So-
any of the other actors particularly fussy on what they're wearing, or
No comment.
I was wondering if
no
there's
comment.
a debates going on here? As
I love them all. We're all a family. Yeah. No, they're mostly really great. Like 99% of the time. 99% of them are. 99% of that, 100 of them, I don't even know what I'm saying. They're mostly great. I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, and so I'm just going to ramble until the next question comes up.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Yeah.